Alright, let's get this over with. The Circle, starring Emma Watson, featuring Tom Hanks and John Boyega. As you can tell, I'm clearly not excited about this film, and I kind of wish I had my hour and a half back. When I first saw the trailer for this movie, I didn't watch the whole thing. I was like, oh, this is going to be a half-done film because they have put 3 major stars in this film. You got John Boyega, who's in Star Wars. You've got Emma Watson, who just did Beauty and the Beast. And of course, Tom Hanks. Okay, so if you don't know what this movie's about, it's pretty much about technological advancements that are being made. Pretty much it toys around with the idea, what is the next step in social media and privacy within the government taking control and just getting rid of all of your privacy. Yet it has nothing to say. I have a friend who went to Fringe Fest, and as far as I know, she saw this film there, and the director got up and said he intentionally didn't want to say anything with this film. What's the point in telling a story if you don't have anything to say? This movie was aggravating. The performances in this film were solid, pretty much throughout the entire film. The dialogue was decent, but it went nowhere. Nothing happens in this film. There's nothing. Not only that, the characters contradict themselves. Their motivations are completely twisted by the end of the film, and you're like, why would you do that? You just clearly stated that you didn't want any of this to happen. And at one point, Emma Watson's character's life is pretty much just crushed, but 2 or 3 days of sleep just solve all of that, and she still wants things to go the way that they're going. I know I'm being extremely vague here. I am trying to keep this spoiler free in case you do want to waste your time and see this, but I don't encourage it. Tom Hanks was great in this. I'm not going to discredit any of their acting abilities. They delivered on that front, but they made some kind of deal where they had to do this movie in order to do some awesome film down the road, I guess. I don't know. I would like to think that's how it works. That seems like how it would work, but I don't know. I'm not on that level of filmmaking. Maybe one of these days I will, but if I continue these movie reviews and continue to just be honest with them, probably won't be. There are 3 or 4 times when Tom Hanks is up in front of these millennials, all of these people who work at the Circle, and he's giving these inspirational speeches of what the next step in their business in the Circle is. And I could not get past him being that guy that's up there because, quite honestly, it felt like Toy Story. It was like if Steve Jobs was replaced with Woody.
Because knowing is good, but knowing everything is better.
Let's move!
One of his best parts in the film was when he dropped the F-bomb and he was like, yeah, well, we're screwed. And I was like, oh, that sums up this film. So yeah, there are my thoughts, guys. I wasn't impressed at all by this film, and if anything, if I had paid for this movie, I probably would have been tearing the seats out of the auditorium. And I was astounded at the fact that people were walking out of that theater complacent, like, no, yeah. I walked away with nothing from this film, and that's why I'm giving The Circle a 5 out of 10. And I really didn't want to do that. What did you think? Have you seen it? If you haven't seen it, do you plan on seeing it? Because as far as I know, there are no good reviews out there for this film, except for 1 or 2. Leave your comments down below. I want to know what you thought. Let's start a conversation. Yeah. The Circle. If you're local to the Asheville, North Carolina area, be sure to head on over to the 828.com. Why? Because that's where the locals go. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you do like this content and you don't want to miss a single video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you missed my last review, which was for Colossal, you can click right there. You guys have a fantastic day.